I think that your next book should be about how to think, because there are different thinking styles that influence what we experience. And there are templatized thinking styles and there are bespoke thinking styles. And we are now moving towards more a bespoke dynamic in the business world.
I was an individual quota carrying sales rep and moved up to running a division of a Fortune 500 company. So I'm a classic hardcore seller, right? And when I became a manager, I think I did a disservice to those that worked for me because I managed and expected the behavior to be the same that I did. And so I think that this is an area where sales has a huge opportunity for improvement. Is sales managers tend to manage around administrative tasks. Like if it's not in Salesforce, it doesn't count. But it's not training and coaching on some of these things we're saying, right? Like 54% of sales reps would not spend $1 for 1 hour of their manager's time. Our people, some may be feeling insecure and scared and threatened by technology. And it's our role as leaders to help them feel more comfortable and that technology is their partner in this. And those organizations and salespeople that win in the future are literally going to be those that use tech better than their competitors.
Absolutely. And that's really an art to put together a tech stack that helps you grow and that helps your people feel more relieved and more excited to go to work.
Let's go back to the experience mindset. One of the recommendations in the book was we have journey mapped the buying process for a customer ad nauseum. We've spent billions of dollars globally, technically, on understanding that journey and improving that journey and reducing effort and friction and all the things we talked about. Have you journey mapped your employee journey and specifically your sales rep's journey from getting a lead all the way through to close? How many systems they have to go into? Where is the data logged? Is the data consistent? How many signatures they have to get? How much happens outside the systems, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because I guarantee you, your customers are not saying, today's a great day. I'm going from stage 3 to stage 4 in the sales process.
Right.
They're not saying that. And your sales reps are not going, I love 9 steps to sell because I have to follow all of these 9 steps in Salesforce in order to make sure I do everything I'm supposed to do. So in the end, I get paid. That's also not what they say. It is really starting to say, what are the things we've done for customer to make their lives better and easier with better experiences? And what can we do for sales reps? And when I say that on stage and I'm talking in front of, hundreds or thousands of sales reps, I always get laughter and I always get applause, right? Because they're like, yes, it is harder for us to do what is expected of us because I have to jump between systems. And make no mistake, there's a reason Salesforce says Customer 360. There's a reason we say single source of truth. It is because it's about trying to reduce the amount of effort that an employee has to put forth in order to drive an amazing experience for the customers.
And it really boils down to the art and science of selling. The science is the technology and the art is the human side. And what you're saying is that the human side is driven by the mindset.
Unfortunately, management spends a lot of time on the science side of it because that's where the KPIs are. That's what I do. If you want me to do anything else that distracts from these KPIs and what you're measuring me on, it's difficult to do. And as you move more up the organization, I call it the seller's dilemma, is as sales leaders, how do you manage the business today across those KPIs so you keep your job and you hit numbers while at the same time you're innovating for how and where to use GPT, how and where to use AI, how and where to use automation. That is a bimodal thinking style of I have to be in the business today and I need to be thinking out into the future. And if you don't spend time every day thinking out into the future, you won't have your job anyway. So you really need to carve time each day to say, okay, I'm going to watch a TED Talk, listen to a podcast, read a book, whatever it is, to start to ingest different ways of thinking so you can formulate your way forward, not only for yourself, your company, but more importantly for your people. And literally, if I had to boil it down to one thing, it would literally be when anyone in the organization at any level makes a decision that has an impact on the customer, I want them to pause for just a moment and say, hold on, what is the impact to our employees?
Tiffani, congratulations on having the courage to write that second book. I can't wait for the third. And I recommend anybody who wants to improve their organization, employee experience, and customer experience, I would recommend get The Voice of Tiffani on Audible. The best of both worlds is to get the book and listen to the audio as you read the book.